Alright, you guys, I got a game of Domination on Skidrow for you. And before I start with any strategy, I just want to say something really quickly and then I'll get to the strategy. Now, on my last video, I asked you guys to post comments about if you've ever faced boosters, and if you did, what you did to them. And a lot of you posted comments, but my favorite one was the one posted by I Hate Chavies. Sorry if I said your name wrong. It's, to summarize, he pretty much said that he met boosters on high rise and they were going for a nuke. So every time he would see them on the kill feed, he would run to their hiding spot because he knew where they were, and he would go essentially kill them and mess them up. And eventually they got a chopper gunner, and as soon as he saw that, he ran straight for where they were camping, and they were dumb enough to camp in the same spot, and he killed them. And at the end of the match, I Hate Chavy sent him a message saying, what's the point of cheating? Like, why bother cheating? And they actually had the nerve to respond back saying, why were you cheating? And he even got his friend to respond back saying, why were you cheating? So this just goes to show that people obviously don't realize what they're doing isn't what you should be doing. And quite a few of you were wondering why I didn't go mess up the boosters, even though I told you guys that there were some, why I didn't go just mess them up. And the reason for that is that I did not notice they were boosting until I commentated that match. I was so into the game because it was just so much fun running around with the spaz. I was not focusing on anything. I was just running around and shooting the first thing I saw. And I did not notice they were boosting. If I had, I would have sought them down. I would have followed them and tried to find them, and I would have gotten rid of them eventually. And yeah, usually I would go mess up boosters. I have done it many times, and I probably will have to do it many more times. So, other than that, let's get to the match. Like I said, Domination on Skidrow. This is probably my favorite map to play Domination on. My favorite map mainly because it's a lot of fun to play on. And here, this is one of the maps that SMGs actually have a fighting chance against assault rifles. Usually, as you know, assault rifles tend to beat almost every other class. They're even almost better than the submachine guns in close range. For example, the F2000 might have a lot of recoil, but it has incredible hip fire comparable to that of an SMG. So I enjoy using SMGs here, but today I chose to use the M4, mainly because I just went to 2nd Prestige and I need challenges done. Usually I would use the M4 with holographic, but here I have it with red dot, and I got an RPD secondary because it's a beast gun. And on Skidrow, based on what gun you are using, you will have to use different strategies. For example, if you use an SMG or you're playing around with like a shotgun or something, you would always stick inside. You would stick to the small rooms in this building over here. You would constantly be running around trying to find people. And this guy pissed me off, he kept on getting in my way. So you would constantly be running around looking for people. And although you can do that with assault rifles, it is probably not recommended. What I would recommend with assault rifles is using either Scavenger or even Sleight of Hand Pro if you want to. That's actually a really good perk with assault rifles. So yeah, and that's my first death. There's 3 deaths. So I would recommend using either Scavenger or Sleight of Hand. Here I'm using Scavenger because I just got Sleight of Hand Pro, and I want to do challenges, like I said, to help me level up. So I'm using Scavenger. And with assault rifles, it is recommended you stay on the outskirts of the map. While the inside is good for SMGs, shotguns, and only use me blade wannabes who are knifing around. And I can't really complain because I enjoy doing that too, especially on maps like high rise and maps high rise, Skidrow. I enjoy only using my knife because I enjoy just goofing off. I enjoy using secondaries because they're fun to use, etc., etc. But I'm getting off topic now. And right now, I know they have C, so I'm just going around looking for them. And this part made me literally piss my pants because there's like 3 guys going like, oh my god, fire, 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 fire. And luckily this guy missed his knife. And like me, when he misses a knife, and this is what I do too, as soon as I miss a knife, I try looking for the guy, and oftentimes I cannot find them because I just zoom past them, and they're like behind me, and they're just like teabagging me before they knife. And right now I'm playing hide and go seek with this guy, and I don't think I kill him. No, I don't. And yeah, and that guy's in a bad camping spot. But I throw a grenade. I think I get a hit marker on him, and I decide to call my predator missile out in the open. That's probably not recommended. It's probably smarter to hide. And these guys tried to go hide from the predator missile, but I'm too powerful for them. Anyways, like I said, assault rifles would be recommended to stick on the outskirts, while SMGs you could try to capture flags. Although you could do it with these too, it is probably not recommended because SMGs are probably more dominant on this map in my opinion. But that's just my opinion. It's probably not yours too. So yeah, as you can see, I'm sticking to the long corridors. I'm sticking outside. Right now I'm almost killed, and there's a guy at A. My teammates can't kill him, so I do the smart thing. I chuck a frag and I get him. Call my emergency airdrop. And you're probably wondering why I'm using Predator Missile Harriers and emergency airdrop on a map like Skidrow. Usually my kill streak setup for Skidrow would be something simple. Probably UAV, counter UAV, sentry gun. Sentry gun is probably dominant on this map because it can help you control long corridors. So it's pretty much an assault rifle on steroids, except that it could be knifed and killed just like you can. See, even these machines are human too. Anyways, the guy's shooting me and he's not smart enough, so I just drop shot him. And I'm using emergency airdrop, well, these kill streaks, because emergency airdrop helps you level up a ton faster. You, instead of picking up the emergency airdrops, you let your teammates do it. And these guys are not very smart. They're just standing in the open. Whenever you're out in the open like those guys are, do what that guy just did. I just killed him. Stay behind cover. Try to expose as little as you as possible. You've probably heard everybody say it, but it's probably one of the best tips that can be given. Try to expose as little of yourself as possible. I don't know if you know this, but in Call of Duty, bullets come from your head instead of your gun. So you're literally shooting bullets out of your eyeballs, which is pretty cool. I could see that like as like a Marvel superhero or something like that. That would be really cool. It would be like what would his name be? It would be like Gun Eye Man. Oh god, that's lame. Anyways, never stay out in the open like those guys are doing. Always go behind cover. Like I prefer to stay behind those little crates or behind the little sandbags, because I think sandbags are impenetrable. They were in Call of Duty 4. I'm not sure if they still are in Call of Duty 6. But other than that, that's probably all the strategies I can give you for Skid Row. It's a pretty straightforward map. Just keep moving or else you will die. Never camp on this map. It is probably not recommended because, as you can see, there are multiple ways into pretty much every room in the map. And those guys are... And I didn't shoot the first guy because I wanted to get that double spray. And at the end of this match, there's a really nice play I get. Unfortunately, that's when the game ends, but that's not for another 2 minutes, I think. Okay. So what other tips could I give you? Never run with your back like that. That was really dumb of me. I can't believe I just did that. But it ends up getting me killed. And I think all my teammates survive or one of them dies. And one of my favorite tips to give would be use stuns and flashes to your advantage. Like, even though you could use stuns and flashes to, for example, blind someone you want to kill, that would probably be the most straightforward thing to use them for. But I use them differently. I prefer to use my stuns and flashes, especially with Scavenger on, because I know I can get more. I prefer to use them to check areas. Because as you know, when you toss one, if there's someone that gets affected by it, it will like mark an X on it, so you know there's somebody there, so you know you should probably be careful. So it's pretty much a scrambler, except less. It's pretty much somebody coming up to you with scrambler on, but it's not really a perk. It's like a secondary grenade. So yeah, I think that's... And this part really pissed me off. My teammates are like running in circles and they're just getting knifed in the back. And this guy looks in the opposite direction too. And here it is. Get the martyrdom, throw it back to his teammate. And I end the game with a nice triple spray. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And one more spray for the win. There we go. And that's the match. Final score is 49-3. Sorry I don't have a question of the match for you guys. Actually, I'll throw one in right now. what is your favorite game type? Tell me what it is and what's your favorite map to play it on. Other than that, I'll see you guys.